weekly news,
education, politics,
economics, culture. Weekly news, a round-wrap of national news of the week on Renouveau TV every Saturday.
Weekly news, the news to English speakers.
You watching Renouveau TV. Good evening. Welcome on Weekly News. I'm Usman Sagara for the presentation. Once more, welcome on Renouveau TV. Tens of thousands of marchers broke the road this Friday morning in Banjagaga to denounce the deteriorating security situation in the Mopti region in general and the Banjagaga circle in particular. Initiated by the Patriotic Movement for Peace in the Dogon country and the youth grouping all the socio-professional strata of the circle of Banjagaga, the marchers blocked all the issues of the city from 7:30 to 11 with slogan, "Too many dead, do not politicize human life, long live peace in Dogon country, long live Dana Amasagu." Organizers call on the state without delay with the utmost energy to help Dana Amasagu in escorting and securing the Banjagaga Bankaskoko, Banjagaga Sivari Bamako axis and all the roads of the Dogon country. They also asked the government to accelerate the DDR process. Demonstration in Koko and Bankas after Banjagaga and Bamako last week. A peaceful march was organized this week in Koko and Bankas to denounce the insecurity in the Dogon country, including attacks on civilians and the abduction of livestock. During this demonstration, the marchers asked the state to let the militia Dana Amasagu ensure their safety. After Kai, Kati, Timbuktu, Gao, and Menaka, people of Bukuni blocked last Monday various access roads to the town. They demand the rehabilitation of the Bukuni-Manakoko road and the inauguration of the governor of the region, who has been appointed for more than a year. The day of First Day, September 19th, was marked by scenes of violence in several parts of Mali. In Timbuktu, in the north of the country, clashes have also broken out between young people in some neighborhoods and armed men. The violence allegedly made, according to our colleague of Jotamani, several wounded, some seriously. Commentary. The inhabitants of Timbuktu wake up with the sound of crackling weapons this first day, September 19. All started when gunmen tried to cross a checkpoint erected by some young people in the Abaraju neighborhood on Wednesday night. An altercation followed. 2 young people are seriously injured and have been taken to hospital for treatment. Early this Thursday morning, the youth stormed some places suspected of being the places where the armed men are living. The young men burned gear belonging to the suspect. A violent fight broke out between the young people and disarmed individuals. The intervention of the police couldn't calm the situation. These violent altercations made at least 6 wounded and several material damage. These even followed the kidnapping of 2 nurses in the Abaraju district. The latter were released after the mobilization of the youth of the said district. Violence continues in our country. In Yoro, in the Segu region, the balance sheet report 2 dead and 3 wounded. Clashes between protesters and police killed 2 people, including a police official and a civilian. The police station in the city was ransacked and burned by the angry mob. According to local sources, the intervention of the army helped to calm tension in the city. Protest movements have opposed population against the police. The police station was totally ransacked, according to local sources. Benjamin at the School of the General Control of Public Services. More than 100 journalists participated on Thursday morning at the Palais des Sports in an exchange meeting on the performance of auditing in the public sector, organized by the Local Governance Program, SNGP. This meeting allowed participants to become familiar with the role and mission of the General Control of Public Services. Report. A week after the sensitization of the local authorities urging on the good management of the communities, it's the turn of the press to be edified on the role and the mission of the General Control of the Public Services, a central service created in 2000 in replacement of the General State Control. Considered as the fourth power, the press has a prominent role to play in raising awareness about auditing in the public sector. On the side of the participant is the satisfaction. Exchanges on the architecture of control structure like the Central Office Against Illicit Enrichment have furnished the debate. After Bakary Togola, the case of rebates has evolved since the incarceration of the President of the Permanent Assembly of Chamber of Agriculture of Mali, Bakary Togola. This Wednesday, two of his co-conspirators joined him at the Central Prison of Bamako. They are Soloba Madikeita, Secretary General of the Confederation of Cooperative Society for Cotton Producer in Mali, and Drissa Traoré, President of Sikasso. In the meantime, the Economic and Financial Pole has put 3 other people under judicial control after having listened to them. They are Mpedumbia, Mamadou Fomba, Alou Dambele. Arrested and then placed under arrest. VAR and the National Coordination of Bakary Togola's friends met the press on Tuesday in Manyabugu in Kamensis Bamako district to request his release. According to the coordinators, the detention of the president of the APECAM raises many questions. Report. Placed under arrest since September 12 for alleged misconduct involving more than 9 billion CFA francs of rebates from the CMDT to cotton growers between 2013 and 2019. The president of the Permanent Assembly of Chambers of Agriculture of Mali continues to benefit from support like the coordination of which he is the godfather. In front of the press on Tuesday, the leaders of this movement asked for the release of their mentor. According to the members of this coordination, the question of Bakary Togola by the prosecutor of the Economic and Financial Pole following an unanimous denunciation raises a lot of interrogations. After this press conference, the members of Bakary Togola Friends National Coordination held a rally with several other supporters and planned to carry out our action until the release of Bakary Togola. In custody since 2013, the request for the release of Amadou Ayasanango and others was rejected on Monday by the Criminal Division of the Supreme Court. Recall that the trial of General Amadou Ayasanango and his co-defendants opened in November 2016 in Sikasso before being suspended to allow analysis and NDA tests on the 21 military bodies discovered in a mass grave near Bamako in 2013. The F District of Safo hosted on Thursday the Municipal Forum on Sexual and Reproductive Health Rights, organized by the Consortium of Councils and Support of Grassroots Education, the Regional Coalition of Civil Society Organizations for the Repositioning of Family Planning for Francophone West Africa, Humanity and Inclusion, Ebenezer International. This forum allowed key stakeholders to discuss issues related to sexual health and family planning. Report. Came massively for the occasion. This framework of direct exchanges between the population of the rural municipality of Safo, led by the mayor and the president of the ASACO, and the experts allowed to examine deeply the right of sexual health in the said commune. According to project officials, Safo's choice to host this meeting is not fortuitous.
We did choose here because the authorities have seen that the indicators are in the red for Safo. So we went to the Ministry of Health, they sent us to the National Department, they sent us to Kati, and Kati also saw the health units in the municipalities, and they saw that here the problem is more crucial. This forum is a part of a series of forums that are happening in Mali, in Guinea, in Burkina Faso, and we are working on sexual reproductive health issues. And we want to listen to population at the local level to understand the problem from their perspective so that we have a good message that we can bring to the Ministry of Health at the national level in Mali, Guinea, Burkina and Niger. And from those 4 countries, we are going to meet the director of West Africa Health Organization, that is, the ECOWAS unit that is dealing with health issues with our countries. And we are also going to meet at the same time with the director of UNFPA that is based in Dakar. and working in our region in Central Africa. We expect the participants to talk about the issues and to tell us how they are living these problems. From their perspective, what are the solutions? And that's where we can get information that we can bring up and we can push to advocate for them for change at upper levels.
The participants share the problems experienced by the population in the field. This forum is part of the three categories of public forums: municipal, national, and regional, with the objective of bringing the voices and experiences of CSOs to the attention of policymakers in the focus on regional policies, to advocate, sensitize, engage, and influence policies for sexual and reproductive health rights at the regional level with two institutions. New rebound and blockage in the implementation of the Agreement for Peace and Reconciliation. Appointed ambassador to Italy, the Algerian Ahmed Boutach, who is now Algerian ex-ambassador to Mali, has resigned from the SCA. That is a committee that controls the good application of Alger Peace Agreement in Mali. Elected president of the International Basketball Federation on August 29, our compatriot Aman Yang arrived this Wednesday early afternoon in Bamako. He was welcomed at the international airport President Modibo Keïta Stadium by the basketball family and the Malian sport movement. It was in the presence of the Minister of Youth and Sport, Aruna Modibo Touré. Culture, the festivity of Jomine in Fani, a place located in the Sierra Black, took place last Tuesday, September 10th. This annual meeting was celebrated in several stages under the banner of stability and national unity. Commentary. Established for centuries, Fani's traditional festival Jomine in the Sierra Black contribute to the harmonization of the social fabric and the sharing of cultural richness between tradition keeper and the participant. Annual meeting, this feast was celebrated in several stages. First, a delegation led by the young artist Mamadou Dambele alias Dabara went to the site Jomine, a symbolic place where the protectoral spirit of the village lived, to gather on the grave of illustrious disappeared, a tradition that he planned to perpetuate. Another important step in the celebration of Jomine is that of sacrifices to implore the mercy of Allah. In addition to these two stages, there is also a declaration of the sacred water of the three canaries, which remain an integral part of the rite. Coming from all over the country, the participants not only appreciated the initiative but also wished for its sustainability. End of weekly news. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Until then, take care.
Weekly news.
Education, politics,
Economics, culture. Weekly news, a roundup of national news of the week on Renouveau TV every Saturday.
Weekly news, the news to English speakers.